Do you feel like you're stuck, struggling, or just blocked in one or more areas of your life, or any situations that you may find yourself in your daily dealings? Well, today we're going to talk about how that happens and one of the ways that you can change that. Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today we're going to talk about how to change a story of an area of your life that you're stuck in and how this actually happens. So how it happens is we identify with the stories we tell about experiences in our life, okay? And we create them. We create them in language and we identify with them. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. If you like the story that you're creating and you like the experiences that you have, then keep on those ones. But I'm talking about the ones that are blocking you and you're struggling with them. Those ones, these 4 steps are going to help you change them, okay? So how do we change what we identify with? It's so super easy. So the first step is to identify an area of your life that you would like to change, okay? That you're stuck in. So I'm going to identify an area of grocery shopping, okay? And so that's my area. I find grocery shopping frustrating and I would like to be happy doing it and to have it not be such a chore. So what we want to do in step 2 is identify all the success that you've had in that area. So here's an example. Okay. So with grocery shopping, okay. Let's say I did have a bad experience. I went to a grocery store that I had no idea where anything was. So I was frustrated. I would sit around, I'd be like, have my list and I'd be walking through and I couldn't find anything. I'd sometimes go through the same aisle like 4 times looking for the crushed tomatoes and not be able to find them. Ask somebody, hey, can you help me find the crushed tomatoes? They're like, oh, it's aisle 3. And then I go there and I still can't find it. So very frustrating experience. Go through the teller, the cashier, and she doesn't know me. And I talk to her. She thinks I'm crazy. So then I walk out there. I'm like, grocery shopping is frustrating. Right? So if I identify with that experience, I'm not going to want to go grocery shopping. It wasn't a pleasant experience. I've now generalized and said grocery shopping is frustrating. Now, has that been true for every grocery shopping trip I've been on? Absolutely not. Actually, when I go grocery shopping in my town at the same grocery store I always go to, the clerks know me. I know where everything is. So I have my list and I'm like an Olympian triathlon going through there. I'm dodging people. I'm grabbing stuff off the shelf without even looking. I know where everything is. Cashier knows me. She's like, Amanda, how you doing? Oh, you're cooking pork chops tonight. Yes, I am, and it's a pleasant experience, right? So when I identify with the first not knowing where everything is and it being frustrating and I tell people that story, then I'm identifying with it and I'm creating it, right? But if I really stop and I look at it, so step 2 is identify all your successes. Okay, well, is it really frustrating grocery shopping? Well, no, it's not, because if I go to a grocery store where I know where everything is, it's not frustrating at all. And I know people and I chat with them and everyone knows me and I'm in my own town. I run into people I know. It's a very pleasant experience. So, start writing down all the successes or all the things that specifically that you've had a good experience in that area. And step 3 would be create your story, create a new story. Now, this is so very important to actually focus on all the things and all the successes in that area. Okay, so if I focus on all of that, they're going to be a much different story. So the first story is I could sit down with you and I can be like sitting around with coffee. We're in Timmy's and I'm like, oh yeah, grocery shopping, you tell me of a story where you just bought a bag or went grocery shopping, got a sale, and I'd be like, oh, grocery shopping, so frustrating. I can never find anything and no one's any helpful or anything, right? I can say that story and now I'm identifying with it, right? Or I can change the story, which you're going to do here in step 3. And I can say, oh my God, I love grocery shopping at this grocery store. It's amazing. I find everything all the time. Like I know where everything is. Everyone's super helpful and they got this little discount area. I really love that. And oh yeah, there's a Starbucks in there. I love going there for coffee. And I know the barista. It's great. So there's 2 very different stories because now I'm identifying with all my positive experiences I had in that area. And that leads me into step 4. Be present. Be present and on the court. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is telling other people your story, the positive story. You've created a new story in your head. That's fine. When it's on paper, that's very powerful. But what's even more powerful is telling someone else that story. So really be present and aware and when you're in situations like, say, in the coffee shop with my friend, and they're talking about the sale they found, that meat they found on sale at Safeway, and now be present. And I mean, really be consciously aware that you talk about and share your good experiences in those situations. Use that time to your advantage, because when we speak to other people, it's very powerful. We create what we experience in their listening. Okay. So now, oh yeah, I have a great experience grocery shopping all the time. Now I'm actually creating that and reinforcing it. Right. So let's say you've had bad experiences, with the phone company, right? And, it's so common that people sit down and complain about the bad things that come up. Well, you really want to stop yourself, be present, and say, no, no, no. The more I talk about that, the more that's going to come to me, and really start transforming, in those moments. Be present and say, no, I'm not going to complain about that. I'm going to talk about the good experiences that I've had. And I think that's got to be one of the most important things that you can do, to really start creating it out there. And I became super hyper aware of it a few years ago, and my life has completely changed. The fact that I no longer complain, and, when other people complain, I say, well, actually, you know what, I've actually had a really good experience, and this has been my experience. Or I relate in some way or another, but I really do try to put my positive experience in there, or not add to the complaining, because I know what I resist is going to persist, right? So use those opportunities with your friends and family to share the good experiences that you have and create your good story, because that you create who you are and they're listening. So, make sure you're talking about things that you like about your experiences, things you like about yourself, things that you enjoy, and you'll get more of that back. So anyways, yeah, I hope this video made sense. I'm pretty sure it did. It's only the fourth time I'm recording it today. Anyways, yeah, and please like, share, subscribe. And yeah, I put out new videos every Wednesday and Sunday, every single one of them designed to help you create a better life for yourself, right? Anyways, this is my video for today. We'll see you all in a few days. Take care, create something wonderful.